Here we are at Phoenix for the running of the Gatorade 300 in the final race of the West Coast Swing in the Target Series. So on the pole for today's race is Patrick Smith, and to his outside Alex Stewart. Then Trey Rainey and John Gambit, and Evan Hunter and Carter Friesen. Riley Burlington and Julius Harrison, and running up the top 10 is Luke Rainey and Steve Larker. Then you got Colton Yo and Max Anderson, Joe Jefferson, Jason Larker, Jay Jefferson and Levi Schoens, your points leader, Code Luigi and Michael Canto, Marcus Sachi and Isaac Nichols, Tyler Lyman and Joe Sandrovich, Jonathan Buford, Alexander Rowe, Justin Ethier, Daytona winner, and Jeff Bright. Then you got Jake Richardson and Eli Bright, Jim Gambit and Mason Hayward, TJ Hanley and JT Hanley, your Las Vegas winner, Jay Gambit and Jake West, Derek Hamill and Robert Hernandez, Tim Randolph, Jeff Samito, Kyle Hunter, Tim Gary, Jason Samito Jr., and Auto Club winner Brayson Collins rounds out the 42-car field, 30 laps around this 1 mile dog leg oval. As let's now go down for the most famous words in motorsports.
I'm Staff Sergeant Proto with the soldiers of the 1st Cavalry Division. Gentlemen, start your engines!
All right, everybody, just like what we talked about in the transporter, nice and easy. It's a long race, settle in. It'll be nice and smooth. Go out there and kick some butt tonight. This is your house. Let's prove it to them.
42 cars roar to life here this afternoon. And 1 mile, 30 laps, that's 30 miles. As we're getting set to go green. As the pace car make the left-hand turn off of turn number 4 and into pit road. Patrick Smith and Alex Stewart will be in control of the start of this race. Smith will lead them down to the green flag. It's in the air. We're racing at Phoenix. Three wide off into turn 1 for John Gambit. They hold it 3 wide into turn 3. It's Trey Rainey in the middle, Carter Friesen all the way down bottom, Patrick Smith and Alex Stewart stuck up top, as John Gambit powers off of turn number 4 to lead lap number 1 as they're 3 wide behind. Trey Rainey and Patrick Smith rubbing together just a little bit. Carter Friesen trying to take advantage of it all and get to the bottom lane and pass them all. Track position big here at Phoenix as Carter Friesen drives it down to the inside for the race lead. And off of turn number 4, Friesen leads this lap. And he got a strong run up through 3 and 4 and off of turn number 4, and he's able to pull John Gambit. And he's going to clear. Julius Anderson goes up the track with Alex Stewart. They save it. They keep it going. Now here comes Trey Rainey in that number 20 cars. They may have wrecked. Oh, the 39 car blowing up Colton Yo. So Yo will not be able to see the end of this race. As they power down the front straightaway, Trey Rainey now takes the race lead. And that's kind of split the pack up just a little bit. As you'll be able to see from this camera angle off of turn number 2, you can see how the pack is a little bit split up right there because of the 39 blowing up in the middle of the pack. 2 Toyotas lead. It's Trey Rainey out front, then Carter Friesen. And they got another Toyota in third, Patrick Smith Toyota. 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Still plenty of racing left here at Phoenix. You know how badly a lot of these drivers want to win, especially Carter Friesen. He's had a horrible start to the season, and a win here could propel him into the chase and possibly even more wins. So he's trying to get to the bottom lane of Trey Rainey into 3 and 4 right here. That's where most of the passes we've seen happen. Through 3 and 4 and off of turn number 4, if you get a good run, which Carter Friesen did right there, side by side to the stripe. That was dead even. And now Friesen trying to clear Trey Rainey off turn number 2. It looks like he'll do that. Rainey will slide into second. John Gambit back up to third. Ooh, Rainey really drove it in hard. Almost got to the back bumper of Friesen there. Trey Rainey getting to that back bumper of the 54 car. He's going to make a move down the dog leg. Once again, side by side for the race lead. Trey Rainey trying to get by the 54 car of Carter Friesen, and the caution has come out. Race back to the line. Who leads us back? Trey Rainey does by about a nose. as problems in 3 and 4 for Jeff Bright and Michael Canto, and possibly even Kyle Hunter. It looks like Hunter might have been the cause of the caution, but then Canto and Jeff Bright get into it off of turn number 4. So first, let's go and see what happened to Kyle Hunter. 4 wide down the front straightaway. TJ Hanley, Jonathan Buford, Kyle Hunter, and Tim Randolph. You can see Hunter kind of slides up into Buford, and then they all slide down into Tim Randolph, and just no room for 4 wide at a 1 mile track. And Kyle Hunter gets spun into the inside wall. And that's going to possibly ruin his day, but he keeps it going. Hopefully there's not that much damage, he can continue on. Now what happened between Michael Canto and Jeff Bright as they raced down into turn 3. Canto drives it hard and slides up, and Jeff Bright got Eli Bright as well. So both the Brights involved, Michael Canto with damage. And that's a bad break for the Brights. Michael Canto, as they were racing back to the line, and then that happened. So Trey Rainey leads us back. I think everyone should be staying out. It looks like they will. And Trey Rainey will lead us back to the green flag. The field is pacing into turn 3 to take the green flag on lap number 12. Remember, Colton Yule had his problems. That was a camshaft issue that took the 39 out of this race. So Trey Rainey with the race lead, Carter Friesen in second, John Gamet third, Patrick Smith, your pole sitter, in fourth, and Steve Larker is fifth. Then you got Evan Hunter, Riley Sprague-Tube, Luke Rainey, Max Anderson, Levi Jones, your points leader, rounding out the top 10. Trey Rainey steps on the gas. The green flag is back in the air here at Phoenix. We are back racing. We are just under halfway through this race. Rainey stays really high. Carter Friesen trying to get a nose underneath that 20 car. Battling for the race lead down the back straightaway. Friesen has a run into 3 and 4. Can he hold it down the bomb lane is the question. Trey Rainey goes way wide. And Carter Friesen off of turn number 4 trying to clear. He got tight. Trey Rainey powers back around the outside to lead that lap. But Carter Friesen on the inside for 1 and 2. Rainey trying to get a run. He drove really high up. Trying to get a run down the back straightaway into turn 3. Carter Friesen trying to clear that 20 car. This time he might do it. Rainey still off the top. Trey Rainey leads that time by, but here comes Steve Larker now in that 33 car. These guys get to battle and watch out for that 33. Carter Friesen clears the 20 car down the back straightaway. Yeah, he made sure he cleared him. He pulled up in front of him, and he made that 20 car lift. And if he didn't, they both would have gone to the wall. Now Steve Larker with a bold move to the bomb lane. He's trying to challenge Carter Friesen. Larker drives it through 1 and 2 down the bomb lane. He's going to clear Carter Friesen. They might be 3 wide behind. Here comes Riley Sprague-Tube in that 70 car. And behind Steve Larker, a big battle for second. Carter Friesen trying to clear Riley Sprague-Tube. Sprague-Tube trying to push that 54 up the track in 1 and 2. Sprague-Tube down low. Trying to get a run. He's to the inside of Steve Larker already. Big move by the 70 off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Got a big run. And trying to clear Larker off of turn number 4. Drag race back to the line. Larker leads it. But Riley Sprague-Tube trying to stay down low. Here he comes. Sprague-Tube. Side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway. Steve Larker not giving up on the outside. 13 laps to go this time. Riley Sprague-Tube clears for the race lead. Can Steve Larker fall back in second and try and run back down that 70 car? It looks like he will. Battle for third, your pole sitter, Patrick Smith's coming back up to the front. Smith slots in third. Carter Friesen back to fourth. Friesen looking for third now. Some big battles up front here. Down the front straightaway they come. Riley Sprague-Tube out in front, controlling this race. Friesen gonna clear Patrick Smith off turn number 2. He's back to third. Here comes Trey Rainey for fourth. Friesen for second underneath Steve Larker. Larker gets a great run off of the top of turn number 4, though. And now for third, Trey Rainey to the bomb lane. Trey drives it into that yellow line right there. He went right down that yellow line. 10 laps to go right here. Battle for third behind the front two. And Riley Spurleytub's pulling away from Steve Larker. Trey Rainey might have it right here. Still side by side. And battle for the race lead. They have caught Riley Spurleytub. Steve Larker looked to the bottom lane, didn't have anything for him. Larker back to second. And Trey Rainey up to third with that pass in 3 and 4. Larker using a lower lane in 1 and 2, and it's helping them just a little bit as they come down the back straightaway. Trey Rainey for second makes some contact with Steve Larker. Still side by side for second. And that's going to help Spurleytub pull away just a little bit. But if Trey Rainey makes the pass right here, which he does, he has a shot. Coming to 7 laps to go. It's anybody's race in the front 5. Trey Rainey looking for a run on Riley Spurleytub. He's to the inside. Bell for the race lead. Spurleytub at the track. Trey Rainey down low. Can Rainey make the pass in 1 and 2? They're still side by side. Door handle to door handle. Behind them, they're single filed out. Trey Rainey trying to drive it into 3 and 4 and clear Spurleytub. He does. New leader, Trey Rainey. But can he hold off the charging pack behind? 6 laps of racing to go. Behind the pole there, Patrick Smith coming up to the front. That's for 4th. It's going to slot in front of Carter Friesen. Steve Larker in 3rd. Trying to run down this front battle. Spurleytub and Trey Rainey. And when do you make the move here, Riley Spurleytub? Do you want to be out front late in case a yellow comes out? Because if the caution comes out, the race is over now. Spurley with the run. Gets into the back bumper of Trey Rainey. Bumping and banging for the race lead at Phoenix. Coming to 4 to go this time. And Steve Larker and others are coming. Spurleytub looks to the inside. He got a little bit of a run. Couldn't quite get there. 4 to go. Steve Larker, Patrick Smith waiting to pounce. Carter Friesen falling back just a little bit. Spurleytub with a great run through 3 and 4. He's even with Trey Rainey. Off of the corner, 3 to go. Side by side between Spurleytub and Trey Rainey. Spurleytub down low, Rainey up top. And off of 2, Spurleytub clears Trey Rainey. But now can Rainey run back down that 70 car? Bell for second, Steve Larker underneath Trey Rainey. Rainey had a run, he had to lift. Steve Larker with the run. 2 to go. Can Steve Larker get around Trey Rainey and have a shot at Riley Spurleytub? White flag this time. And Patrick Smith is there in 4th in case these guys start battling, hitting, banging, possibly wreck. Here they come. Steve Larker to the bottom of the track. Gets underneath Spurleytub. To the stripe. White flag. One more time around Phoenix. Spurleytub has the drafting up with Trey Rainey. Steve Larker to the bottom. Can he clear Spurleytub off of turn number 2? He cannot. Now he does down the dog leg. Does Trey Rainey have one final move for Steve Larker into 3 and 4? Rainey drives it to the bottom. Larker up the track. Side by side to the stripe. Steve Larker and Trey Rainey. Larker gets it done at Phoenix. And for the second season in a row, a photo finish at Phoenix by about 0.02 of a second. Steve Larker wins it. Look at that. By just about the same margin as last season between Levi Shones and Hunter Arnsdorf, Steve Larker wins it over Trey Rainey by just about a wheel. Unbelievable finish. Let's go and check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Gatorade 300 at Phoenix. There was only one caution flag for 4 laps and 10 lead changes among 5 different drivers. And Steve Larker led 3 laps, but he led the most important one, the last one, and picked up the victory here at Phoenix. Trey Rainey gave it his all. He ends up second. He lost this race by 17 thousandths of a second. A very, very close finish. He led the most laps, 12. Riley Sprigotty ends up third. He led 10 laps as well. Fourth, Patrick Smith after starting on pole. A solid day for him. And Carter Friesen finishes where he started. And fifth, he kind of fell back late. Alexander Rowan's up 6th. Alex Stewart started outside of the front row. He ends up 7th. Mason Hayward in 8th. 9th was John Gambit. And Jason Larker ends up 10th. So there's your top 20. As we look down 21st to 40th. See your points leader, Levi Shones, ends up 32nd. A very disappointing day for that 38 team. A lot of disappointing days down here. As you see, Luke Rainey, he was running up in the top 10. He had to pit late in this race. He ends up 2 laps down in 41st. A very, very disappointing day for him and his team. But now let's go look at those point standings. After 4 races, this is what the point standings looks like. Patrick Smith, after having another very solid day, takes over the points lead by 91 points over Levi Shones. Jason Smeo Jr. is 3rd. Brayson Collins, your all-club winner, is 4th. And Joe Sandroge in 5th. Then you got Tim Gary, Riley Sprigotty, Alex Stewart, Julius Anderson, and Derek Hamill running out the top 10 in points. So 4 races, 4 different winners. They're all in the top 20. You can see Brayson Collins, JT Hanley, Steve Larker, and Justin Heath all in the top 20 there. Right now, the 4 drivers that are locked in. We can still have 8 more winners, and if we go over the 12 limit, then it's going to go off of who has the most wins, and then if you're tied with someone on wins, who's higher in points. So it's going to be very, very exciting coming down later in the season. As we look down 21st to 40th. A win for some of these guys down here, like Coluigi, Tyler Lyman, Carter Friesen, TJ Hanley, Marcus Sachi, Joe Jefferson, Kyle Hunter, the Brights, Jason Larker, Colton Yo, Michael Canto, Jeff Smito. A win for those guys would be huge because it could propel them above 30th in points, and then that could put them on some momentum. As you saw with Steve Larker in the 33, he had a rough first few races, so moved him up to 18th in the points. So a win and you're in. It can mean everything. So the next race will be the Food City 250 at Bristol. See you guys then.